Wizard 7. What's up, Solo? Welcome back to the channel. Hope you're doing well. See about to talk to that guy. Apparently there is a lot of unknown real estate under Hogwarts. This place, the Chamber of Secrets, plus who knows what else. Yeah, it's pretty crazy. There could be anything under there. And there's like tons of stuff they could just make up for expansion content because it's clear in the lore that there's a lot of things underneath the castle, and it's like an ancient magic castle, so it could be anything. You can do anything they want. Doing all right. Been a little under the weather today, but other than that, I'm okay. Well, I'm sorry you're not feeling well, Solo, but you know what I hear makes you feel better? Playing this game. Yeah. Appreciate you being here, even if you're not feeling well. You're going to be joining us tomorrow? We'll be doing Star Citizen Sunday. Rum makes you feel better too.
Hello, Professor Rackham. We've placed the book on the pedestal as you asked. And this is my mentor, Professor Fig.
How do you do, Professor Fig? And you, my young friend, see now why you needed to return with the book?
I do. I also see why you refer to this room as the map chamber.
That you have come this far tells me that you possess extraordinary magical ability, the potential and power of which will unlock should you prove yourself worthy. The location of each of 4 trials will, in time, appear on the map. Trials that will test you and give you access to invaluable knowledge. Trials that you must complete on your own. Do you recall the pensive memory you viewed in my vault in Gringotts?
I don't fully recall it.
I do recall seeing the memory, but I don't remember all of the details.
My friend Charles and I spoke of the portkey and of trials we created for one who could see traces of ancient magic. Charles is another of the keepers, a designation we gave ourselves centuries ago, in light of the knowledge that we have been bound to keep hidden. Until perhaps now.
So, the passage from your ruins to Gringotts, everything in the vault, the restricted section, finding this room, none of these was a trial.
They were an important part of the journey, but they were not trials themselves. The fact that you have come this far, however, bodes well. The trials were designed to ensure that the power and knowledge we have kept secret for so long does not fall into the wrong hands. They will test your abilities, both innate and learned. But of equal importance, everything you witness as you complete the trials will inform what you choose to do with all that we share. You will need patience. The trials have much to teach you. It will take time.
I'm afraid we don't have the luxury of time.
We have waited this long, Professor Fig. Surely a few more.
Respectfully, sir, while I do not know the secret you keep, I do know that our young friend here has seen traces of a powerful dark magic being wielded by goblin kind. And we encountered an uncommonly powerful goblin wielding such magic as we prepared to leave your vault at Gringotts. We may already be too late.
This is grave news indeed. Young friend, do you trust Professor Fig?
I do.
Then, in the light of your considerable skill and all you have already accomplished, we shall begin. You will find the location of the first trial marked on the map below you. Whilst Professor Fig may assist you in locating the trials, they may be completed only by one with our ability.
Shall we have a look? I know that tower. It's not far. You may have seen it yourself.
I'm not sure. Watching Super Bowl tomorrow, so it depends when that's over. Oh yeah, it's Super Bowl Sunday tomorrow. Forgot about that. Seems like it keeps getting later into February. I remember when it was still in January. I believe I have.
It looks familiar. Perhaps your young friend is more well-traveled than you might think.
As your mentor, the least I can do is go ahead to make sure it is safe. Join me as soon as you can.
Do you know anything about the tower?
You said that you know that tower. What can you tell me about it?
Not much, I'm afraid. I've passed it dozens of times. It's north of Hogsmeade. My recollection is that it seems abandoned. Clearly, however, the tower conceals more than meets the eye.
I'll see you there.
I'll find you at the tower as soon as I can.
Until then, be careful, and do not tell anyone where you're going.
I'm going to tell everyone. Okay. While we're here, might as well do...
Handy resource indeed.
The freezing spell.
Oh.
It is an efficient way to cool down a heated situation. But first, I will need you to complete a few tasks. Once you've done that, come and see me.
Freezing spell. Suspicious that it's right before... I go do a trial. Wonder if it's going to be like a burning trial. Go collect our plants and stuff. What are you? You're spilling most of them on the floor, dude. All right. Collect our fertilizer and our plants. What does she want us to do to learn Glacius? Pop balloons over Hogsmeade Station. Pop balloons around the Quidditch pitch. Alright. Basically, all of this is outside of the castle. Let's teleport to Hogsmeade. Because he said the tower is north of Hogsmeade. Let's go here. Actually, let's go here, sell some stuff, and then we'll go up there.
Hogsmeade, here I come.
Before we sell some stuff, make sure we have the best stuff on us. We don't have anything new. I think we do. Okay. Excuse me, pardon me.
Thank you again for delivering those potions to Madame Lawing. Saved me a lot of time and trouble.
Sell some stuff. Yeah, we have like no money. Oh, those have a trait in them. Ooh. Hang on to them. That'd be interesting to figure out if we can remove
I hope to
those
see you again. Farewell for now.
traits from gear. Put them on something else. We want to fly. Oh, can't fly yet. That's rude. I want to fly. wants us to go this way. That's fine. That's fine. Apparently there's balloons over here.
Accio!
Fire. Does that look like a cave to you? That looks like a cave to me. We fly yet? All right, now we can fly. Or apparently. They're still quite a ways away. Maybe we haven't been there.
These rocks have seen better days.
There's a balloon. How do we pop these things? We just run into them with our broom?
Confringo!
Gotta believe what we do, right? Well, I don't think we've been here. Basket weave, black. Wand handle. What is this? Few witches or wizards correctly trace the history of Scotland's indigenous mazes back to their rightful source, the 15th century dark wizard known as Yunnan Blackwood. Born Yunnan Wood to a non-magical branch of the Wood family, Yunnan was misunderstood by his Muggle parents and in an effort to fit in, sought solace in family trade, hedge trimming. He could allegedly control the black thorn bushes with his mind, creating beautiful designs with ease. This both impressed and infuriated his rather intolerant family. Their resentment only worsened upon young Yunnan's invitation to Hogwarts, where he was sorted into Hufflepuff House. It was at Hogwarts that Yunnan first met one Artemisia Black, disowned by the Black family for her mother's dalliance with Artemisia's Muggle father. The half-blood Artemisia's relationship with blood purity was a complex one. She considered herself worthy of her mother's maiden name and blamed her father for her ostracization. At the same time, she did not fault Wood for his Muggle parentage, but rather considered him, too, an unwilling, innocent victim of Muggle impurity. Interesting. So is there a... Oh, geez. What did we do? Well, we got back to the beginning. I think that's where we were supposed to go, though. Oh. Is that going this way? Oh, look at that. At least it's not the maze from the Goblet of Fire, right? Oh my gosh, that maze was creepy. Unidentified outfit.
Revelio.
Those lacewing flies. Okay. How far are you in your playthrough, Solo?
Wonder who lives here.
Ranrock's loyalists are a menace. What can be done?
I couldn't help but overhear. Did you mention Ranrock's loyalists?
I did. Never imagined they'd act this deadly. I'm Claire Beaumont, by the way.
Nice to meet you.
Ranrock and his followers have set up camp here. No regard for our beloved hamlet or our livelihoods. Ruthless. My brother Bardolph dared to stand up to them and ended up in St. Mungo's. I'm simply at my wit's end.
What happened to your brother?
How did your brother Bardolph end up in St. Mungo's?
Bardolph had spent the entire day hand-picking herbs and roots for us. When a group of Ranrock's lot appeared and demanded the harvest for themselves, Bardolph refused. In their anger, they hurled him against a rock and robbed him. The moment he left St. Mungo's, he vowed revenge. I worry he may be dabbling in magic that he will one day regret.
Where have the loyalists set up camp?
You said Ranrock's loyalists have set up camp here. Where, precisely?
To the south, across the river. Last I heard, there were several loyalists in each camp. I won't go near them.
Why don't you leave Upper Hogsfield?
Why don't you simply leave the area for now?
Upper Hogsfield is my home. Baldolph and I grew up here. No, we are standing firm. Once my brother returns, then we shall decide what to do next. He's gone to seek Victor Rookwood's advice. I didn't approve of that idea, but perhaps in the end it will help.
I could run them out.
I'm unfortunately quite familiar with Ranrock's loyalists. Perhaps I can do something.
Much as I would love to be rid of them, I wouldn't want you to risk injury, or worse. Please be cautious. We should not have to live in fear. This is our home.
It seems as though things are getting worse. Best be on my guard.
Open.
I should investigate.
Let's get what? Corkscrew brown wand handle.
Revelio.
Bag out there. And there's a bag over here. Blue flame. There's a little bag in here. Thank you.
Seems a pleasant enough little place.
Yeah. Letter from Eddie Thistlewood. Dear sister, it's been some time since we've heard from you. How are things in the ministry? Continue to think of you and hope that you're doing well. You'll be happy to know that we've all made our peace with your decision to become an Auror. As dangerous as it is, you must live your life and follow your path. You're doing so in the service of the wizarding world. I'm proud to call you my sister. I must inform you of something that you may find curious. It seems a troll has taken up residence in the train tunnel near town. The poor thing's most certain to learn a tragic lesson about the fundamental velocity of locomotives. Right soon, Eddie Thistlewood. Maybe we can make a troll friend. The Thistle and the Badge, Part 1 of 3. The Thistle and the Badge, Helen Thistlewood, Reflections of a Former Auror. Retirement isn't what I expected. I enjoy the leisure time, of course, but I do miss the excitement of hunting magical fugitives. I know you're not supposed to admit that you actually enjoy the turmoil associated with the job, but how can you feel anything other than exhilaration when chasing a Ukrainian ironbelly through a Muggle city and then obliviating all of the Muggles who saw you, or foiling a dark wizard's plot to take over the ministry with an army of Chinese chomping cabbages, using only a single basket of bouncing bulbs? When the ministry finally makes all of my old cases public, my neighbors will never look at me the same way again. Old Madam Thistlewood down the lane is the one who put that nasty brute so-and-so in Azkaban. For now, I can merely insinuate lest I divulge something confidential. I would hate to force my former colleagues into locking me away in Azkaban. Not an appealing thought. Well, I suppose I should check on my garden. The bluebells have been struggling this season. Interesting. Thanks for the cash. Appreciate it. The Thistle and the Badge, Part 2 of 3. The Thistle and the Badge, Helen Thistlewood, Reflections of a Former Auror. I have a lot of time these days to reflect upon my career. I wonder if the good we did balances out the mistakes we made along the way. Did we always catch our criminals? No. Did we sometimes put away the wrong person? It's possible. Is that an acceptable risk when it comes to preserving the well-being of the wizarding world at large? I'd like to think so, but then again, I'm not an innocent witch moldering away in Azkaban. If I were, then perhaps I should feel differently. It is a quandary without a solution, or at least not one that I am likely to solve. This is the problem with retirement. It leaves one with too much time to dwell upon bygone problems, but there's nothing one can do about it. Oh, and my bluebells died. Oops. The Thistle and the Badge, Part 3. I'm still dwelling upon my big hypothetical from the other day. I always made certain that I could defend my decisions before the Wisengamot, should the need arise. I was required to do this on rare occasions, as it was never a pleasant experience, no matter how confident I was. Despite what some believe, the ministry is far from omnipotent, and when I hung up my badge, I left behind quite a few unsolved cases. If I had all the time in the world, I doubt I could solve them all. But should the opportunity arise to revisit one and correct any mistakes I made, I will certainly take it. That's the only way to rest easy about my career. Never hesitate to fix mistakes, especially if they are yours to begin with. I fear that in our haste to mete out justice, we may inadvertently become the vehicle for injustice. I fear this especially for myself. I could be wrong, but I doubt it. Oh, and I'm through with gardening. I need a new hobby. I recommend video games. Okay. Go grab this blue flame. Dugbog warning. Warning, Dugbog sighting. Be careful.
I've always said that travel broadens the mind.
Not sure how I'd fare in a little place like this.
Bardo Beaumont should have returned by now. Had by dark wizards he was.
Excuse me, did you say something about Bardolph Beaumont?
I did. I don't think we've met. I'm Dorothy Sprottle. I was just worrying about Claire Beaumont's brother Bardolph, only he's gone missing. Rumor is he was seen in the forest practicing dark magic. Saw him myself near some ruins with Rookwood's lot I did. I fear he got himself into trouble with the Ashwinders, especially if he made them a promise he couldn't keep. I'd help search for him myself, but no one will risk encountering Ranrock's loyalists. They seem to be everywhere.
How would Bardolph get involved with Rookwood?
Why would Bardolph want to get involved with the Ashwinders?
Oh, he had a terrible run-in with Ranrock's loyalists. Changed him. He vowed never to feel powerless again. I think he sought the Ashwinders out to learn their secrets. Victor Rookwood, at least, seems somehow immune to Ranrock's loyalists.
What if Bardolph doesn't want to be found?
Do you think Bardolph may have simply run off?
No. Bardolph's run that shop with Claire his entire life. He'd not give it up for anything. He swore he'd be back in a fortnight. My instincts are that he's been held captive, or worse.
Perhaps I can keep an eye out.
I can certainly look out for him.
Any help would be appreciated. You might speak to Claire first. Perhaps she has some insights that I don't. I can tell you that Bardolph was last seen in the forest wearing a particular woolen jumper, one that Claire knitted herself. Claire will be at her shop if you'd like to speak with her.
Okay. Yeah, we already went in here.
Revelio.
Lock. Bag though.
This could prove dangerous if I'm not careful.
Prove dangerous. Some Wiggenweld potions. Why would you let me come up here?
Revelio.
There's a gauge in here. Pumpkin Fizz is a fashionable carbonated drink with a pumpkin flavor. It has yet to become as popular here as butterbeer. One never knows. Identified hand item. Go in there.
Revelio.
There's stuff in there. Oh, jeez. What was that? Okay, then. That cat. I don't know if we were supposed to do that, but we did. Oh.